Shalom, Barak to Yahweh, Barashim Yahweh Shai, Barashim Rakakadash. All praises and glories definitely do, especially in the times we're living in. Much respect to the apostles and others of Great Millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work. I say Shalom. All right, I'm going to tell this non-believers. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm going to start here in 2 Corinthians 4, 3, and 4. All right, and of course, we'll get into some etymology of words, all right, to give you better understanding, all right? That's what the precepts are about. That's what looking into the etymology of words is about, for your understanding, all right? But if our gospel be hid, right, this gospel, this one true doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, this truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of these scriptures, all right, if it be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, all right? Let's have a look at that word, lost, all right?
Strong's G 622. Apollomy.
All right, let's look into it. See what it means to be lost? It says here to destroy. You see that? You people get it? You understand now? Yeah, mentally and spiritually destroyed. Okay? Where do we read that? All right? Proverbs 21:16. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. What does that mean? The congregation of the dead. It means spiritually and mentally dead. You understand? And we just looked up what lost means, right? Right? He that wandereth out of the way of understanding, you're lost. Are you not? Yes. And shall remain in the congregation of the dead, meaning spiritually and mentally dead. Now, us brothers that are in this truth, starting with the elders, we were all in darkness because we all born, in this world. We come through our mother's womb. We are the seed of our fathers. And, they're born into this, world which lieth in wickedness and in darkness, okay? This valley of the shadow of death, America, Babylon the Great. But the Lord has, from the beginning of the foundation of the world, right, of the earth, he has chosen a certain number of people that he would bring into his council, okay? All right, and elect within Israel. So again, you'd have to be the seed of Israel, okay? Which again makes you a Christian, all right? So all these wacky-tacky, people out here call themselves Christians. That's just a label that they placed upon themselves. A label that they placed upon themselves like when they first came here in 1492. Under the banner, Columbus, those Edomites, all right, coming under the banner of Christianity, that Renaissance plantation Christianity, all right? And they came here to do what? What does the house thief come to do? But to what? Steal, kill, destroy, right? St. John 10:10, to rape, rob, commit murderous genocide. Really, is that the definition of a so-called Christian? What a joke. All right, and that's what their man-made religious ideologies are. It's a joke, okay? It's a joke, all right? And as you can see, it's over, all right? The whole system is collapsing right before your eyes, all right? It's all a joke, all right? Their false prophets are getting spanked. You understand that? They're mega churches. They're getting spanked, okay, as well as the system. They're getting spanked, smacked down by this truth. This truth is consuming them. As we read in Thessalonians 2:8, then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And what does that word consume mean? Destroy. With the spirit of his mouth. The spirit of his mouth are his prophets, starting with the elders on down to us brothers out here all making videos and going out there street teaching. You understand that, people? It is clear as day. All right? So lost, meaning to destroy, to put out of the way entirely, to abolish, to put an end, to ruin, to kill. You see that? To declare that one must be put to death if they are lost. You see that? And the Lord has given 2/3 of our people, 2/3 of Israelites shall be cut off and die. He's given them up to Esau, for that sword, for Esau to take out. All right? Because, the elect, again, they have a hedge, a covering. All right? They have a seal, which goes back to Ezekiel 9:4. All right? That they are exempt from the destruction that's coming upon the earth. You understand that? And that starts with 144,000 plus that great multitude that you read about in Revelations chapter 7, verse 9. Speaks about that great multitude. All right? Great multitude of kindreds and tongues. Because again, we have Israelites scattered into all nations, and you have Israelites that are going to look like those nations, but they are Israelites nonetheless, that they look like those nations and speak in that nation's tongue because they are the seed of their fathers. You understand that? Okay? All right. To devote, give over to eternal misery in hell. And hell is not a place, but a condition. Okay? Like the grave. Like death. All right? Like slavery. Like being put in the lowest state. You understand? Okay? That's what hell is. In other words, Esau is in his heaven because he's in the power seat. He's in rulership. And he has to be till Yahushua returns, because that's prophecy. Okay? So he's in his heaven, and we Israelites for the past 529 years here in the Americas, we've been in our hell. You understand? Ever since, Columbus came here. All right? All right. I believe you people get the point. You see, to lose. All right. Let's move on from this, shall we? All right. It's all right. So if our gospel will be here, it is here to them that are lost, which means is they're mentally and spiritually destroyed. That's why they shall remain in the congregation of the dead. All right. So they can never come into this truth, and they weren't chosen. You have to be invited in. All right. In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. Let the righteous, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahushua, the Mashiach, who is the image of the God power, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, should shine onto them. So we're going to deal with this first part here, because I want to look at the word blinded, right? The minds of them which believe not. Okay? Let's do that. The God of this world is Esau Edom, right? Have blinded, right?
Strong's G 5186 to flow. To flow.
All right. to blind, to make blind, metaphor, to blunt, mental discernment, to darken the mind. You see that, people? You understand now? We always tell you, again, he really couldn't corrupt this word, Esau, Edom, the white man. So what he did was, give him props, all right? He corrupted your mind. Now, how did he do that? Through his witchcraft, through his enchantments, his sorceries. What tools did he use? The media, okay? Your television sets, okay? This is all, everything I'm about to say, this is all about programming your minds, all right? Take, for example, government. It's a compound word. Mint means mind, all right? And govern means control, mind control. You understand that? Again, back to your media, that goes back to the word medium, okay? And what is that? Witchcraft, sorcery, okay? You understand? Now, your television sets, television programming, you understand? So they program you to your TV set. You believe everything you hear. Who was that who said that? Richard Nixon, all right? I believe back in 1972, all right? 71, somewhere around there. He says that the American people believe everything they see on television, all right? Their movies, again, programming. Your churches, all right, who are under a 501c3, so they're restricted from teaching you the truth, even if they knew it, all right? But again, this is all part of the system. This is all part of keeping you in darkness, as we read right here, to darken the mind. That's what their education system is, which is not education, but indoctrination into Edomite supremacy, all right? So what do all these things have in common? Okay? To darken the mind. Okay? To keep you dumbed down in darkness. Again, this is the land of darkness, as in the valley of the shadow of death, which is talking about America, Babylon the Great, where light is as darkness itself. Do you understand that? You people get the point? Okay? This system was designed with a purpose to keep you people in darkness and for them to keep their foot on your necks. All right? Psalms 83 talks about, how all these nations, starting with the tabernacles of Edom, because you'll see the Hitlers there, you'll see Amalek there, the head tribe of the Edomites, who are the international banking families, your Rothschilds, Oppenheimers, Rockefellers, etc., etc. How, when you look into the word Confederate, it means an alliance, an agreement. They conspired together, these nations, to do what? All right? That the name Israel may be no more in remembrance. You understand that? You get the point, people? Okay? All right, let's continue here. All right? So I wanted to show you all that. All right? You all got to see it. All right. So, what else did I want to see there? Minds. See? Now we're looking at the word minds. You know what? We're going to end this here. We're going to come right back with part 2. All right? So I'm going to say shalom. We'll be right back with part 2, non-believers. Shalom.